Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to continue our speed run. We play 5-5. We try to play force white, and we, as much as possible, try to respond with e5 to e4 as black. We'll talk about moves, ideas, suggestions, other things. So e4. This is going to be the perk. Let's build the big center. He'll play knight f6. Yeah. And now we have a choice. We can defend with a knight. We can defend with a bishop. We can even defend with a pawn. Okay, let's defend with a knight and see where it takes us. Okay, normal chess. Let's continue to develop bishop here. We might play queen here and f3. We might play knight here. Let's see where this takes us. Queen a5. Queen a5 pins the knight, so the threat is this. So let's continue with queen g2. Now, knight here doesn't work. Again, every time your opponent moves, ask yourself what they're threatening, why are they moving there. Alright, bishop here. He stops us from castling, but we wanted to play f3 anyway. Now we get to gain time with f3. Okay, and now we can castle, but we don't really need to yet, because he's now, though there is no reason not to. So let's castle. Alright, so this does not work. He's thinking about maybe castling long. Part of me wants to try g4 right now, but we can expand with g4, h4, why not? Alright, let's expand. So g4. Okay, h4. Sure. And maybe bring the knight here. Maybe bring the knight like this, though. Alright, let's bring the knight for now and see where it takes us. Nothing special is going on. He will probably castle long. It's a little too scary. Whoa. Alright. That makes sense. I kind of don't want to take at all. If we take, he might take with the knight. Although then maybe no, but I don't know. I don't like this. Because if we play here, he takes this pawn. Takes f4 here. So that I don't like. That could be a point. No, though. What if we kick this guy first? And then try to take? Maybe. What if we start with this move to force this thing over here? It's complicated because... So we go here, he goes here. The problem is when we do this, this one becomes free. On the other hand, we might want to do that anyway. So... Alright, why not? Let's start with this. Okay, and now... Probably g5. Yeah, let's do g5. If he takes here, I can get my pawn back like this. Okay, he takes there first. I'm assuming we take with the bishop. We can take the knight, he takes the bishop. That's a little bit less exciting. Let's start with this. The point is, if he takes here, we take here, and the bishop has this diagonal. If he takes here first, we can take with the knight, and although his queen exists, so does our queen. Okay, so he does do that, okay, but just this. And this is happening, which should be incredibly uncomfortable. Alright, so sure. Okay, so what if I just play here? I'm attacking. I guess the bishop comes back. But I think that's probably good anyway, right? Alright, so let's do that. The knight attacks the bishop, the rook attacks the knight. He has to go here, but then maybe h7 even? Knight there. Okay. So that attacks the rook, but if we save the rook and we attack the knight, then the knight takes the bishop. Okay, so I see his point. Okay, so what if we just take? And then he takes the rook, we take the bishop, and we take here. That looks very pleasant, so let's do that. Okay, so my point was we can do this. And yeah, so now the question is, do we take with the pawn? Do we take with the bishop? Probably bishop is better, because then it also opens up the queen. We can also move the bishop first because it reveals this, but I don't see. Maybe bishop here to stop him from castling. Maybe. Then the knight leaves. Maybe I do want to stop him from castling. So let's start. Yeah, let's start with this. Let's start with this. So, important thing about this, it's a 5-minute game with a 5-second increment, so we cannot spend too long on each move. I don't want him to castle because I have a grand dream of trying to checkmate him. In some world, this might even work. I don't mind being down in exchange because my pieces are actually playing chess. His pieces are kind of questionable. Now we got him thinking. Okay, that's... okay, queen there. Okay, but what if I just take? What's the big deal? Yes, okay, so I take. He still cannot castle. I get my piece back. I'm threatening bishop here, and he misses this. So let's win his queen. Let's win his queen. Now we still need to be a little careful. There is still a bit of chess to be played. Okay, so we can just take there for now. The bishop covers this. He has a rook and... oh no, he has 2 rooks for queen and bishop. We're attacking this right now. We still need to be a little bit careful, of course. But this should be pretty close to over. He needs to castle. He really needs to castle. And then it... and he wants this pawn, but okay, I could just trade. Also take here first. Then he cannot castle. And then he takes here. Mm. Mm. All right, let's just take then play queen c6. But queen c6 he checks and wins my queen. Okay, I see. All right, so let's make sure I don't get checkmated. All right, let's go here. Okay, sure. Let's attack 2 points at the same time. Let's see how he plans to defend both. This is a both attack. Probably he should give this one up. Okay, that's not relevant. He so probably won't here because at least if I take, he kind of had this trick, which he does not have now. Okay, rook there. Okay, so he's trying to double up. Sure. I mean, worst case scenario, I can just run here. Can I do things with check? I probably can. So let's start with the check. If he goes here, I can take this one. If he goes here, I can take this one. Probably he should go here. That looks extremely uncomfortable, though. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I mean, all right. Let's start. Let's start with this. Sure. Let's check. Let's check here. This way we get one more pawn. So if I check here, he goes there. I could technically bring my queen and defend everything. Probably I can do that. Alright, so let's do that. So, boom. He has, well, if he goes up, this gets taken with check, so I suspect he can do this. Which brings up a question, can I check? And he goes here. Nah, I need to play a little bit faster. Check. Alright, let's defend this for now. Then we'll see what he does. Possible threat is this followed by checkmate. If he moves this pawn dies. Alright, so this pawn dies. Okay. The threat is knight check, king moves here, queen here, checkmate. Okay, that stops that, but what if I check with the pawn? And then I check with another pawn. Okay, I need to play a little bit faster. Okay, let's throw in a check. I can't afford. Okay, let's do one more check. And let's play like a semi-waiting. I have 11 seconds left. I don't want to do anything stupid. Okay, so then this is over. This is checkmate. Okay, so it worked. The end of the game was not as clear as I would have liked. I should have won faster, but I think it was good enough. So let's go over this first without the computer. So We controlled the center, nothing special. Opponent played quite well. We developed normally. This move was a little weird. It allowed us to play f3, which we wanted to do anyway. Normal development. G4, H4 was probably a little bit overly optimistic, but at any rate we got that in. Knight H3, he played D5, which makes some logical sense. This was maybe a little bit too adventurous, but okay, G5, he took, we took, he took there, now this is getting interesting. And after he saved the rook, we played knight, he attacking the bishop, attacking the knight. I thought he was supposed to do this, but he attacked the rook. I decided to go for an exchange sacrifice. I took there, he takes the rook, and now we take this guy, and then bishop here stops him from castling, and also attacks the knight. I thought if he moves the knight, which is quite reasonable, we could just start taking here. But he played queen h5, which gives up the knight and sets up a discovery, which he didn't stop. Okay, let's see what the computer thinks. 91.5, one mistake, 4 inaccuracies. Okay, so let's see. Book. Okay, bishop e3. Yeah, queen a5 is not the greatest move, but it's not terrible. Okay, so he wants to defend with the bishop, but our move is definitely good. Yeah, and again, this was not great, because we could have also played h3 and expand with f4 maybe. But we play like this. Bishop h5, castle. I like g4, interesting. It likes h4. It doesn't mind knight here, it thinks this is more active. I probably agree. E5. Okay, so it wanted to take right away. Why didn't want to take right away? Just because we have better pieces. It just wants to solidify everything with this. So it wants this. And after knight takes, attacking the pawn, we just play here. And then we have some ideas of just pushing the pawns and going, having a lot of fun. And we played here, which is still really good. 1.6. Moved the bishop. G5 was overly optimistic. But we're still better here. And I thought he was supposed to take here. And that was kind of interesting, but he took here instead. We took back. Takes. And yeah, rook g8 was a little questionable. I'm always good enough. Yeah, and I was correct. Bishop b6 was best. Knight g3 is a mistake. We took, he took. We took, he took. And okay, my move is still quite good. It's 5.5. It wants to take immediately, which obviously is good. I thought we could always do it on the next move. His move is fast, interestingly enough. Then we took, he took there, which is a mistake. And apparently, computer doesn't even want to win the queen. Alright, we want the queen. Takes. Takes there. Yeah, I thought about doing this, but it looked a little bit uncomfortable, so I took this way instead. I gave my king some breathing room, because I didn't want to deal with this nonsense. He castled, now I played here, attacking 2 pawns. Check, we moved. He's getting ready to connect the rooks. So we checked. We picked up this pawn. Check. Yeah, I was a little bit low on time. I understand the point. I didn't feel like giving this up though. Knight here attacks this pawn more. He played b6. We took the pawn. And yeah, here was a long time. It wants to play here, which I did not want to do because of this check, but computer just doesn't care. So check, and then a3. And here he makes a mistake, and it leads to a 2-move checkmate. It was a very interesting game. Opponent played quite well. I hope you learned something from this game. Please like, please subscribe, and I will be back soon with more material. Thank you.